Picture this. You're a drunk man just wandering through a burning circus. Wild, right? Well, that is exactly the striking imagery search expert Andrew Holland uses to describe what it feels like to read through the current state of search engine optimization commentary online. The industry is in a state of absolute chaos, desperately looking for shiny new hacks in the age of artificial intelligence. But as Andrew Holland so bluntly puts it, the SEO industry is being killed by the SEO industry.
So welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving headfirst into Holland's deeply provocative argument about the search industry's current identity crisis. We're going to explore exactly why chasing these so-called AI search rankings might be a complete fool's errand, why there's no secret algorithm waiting to be cracked, and what you should actually be doing instead to survive. Hint, it's called Generative Engine Optimization.
All right, let's kick things off with Section 1, the AI ranking myth. Right now, the entire search industry is facing a massive reality check. See, there's this huge disconnect between the past and the present. On one side, we've got the old SEO model. You know, the one, a world of spreadsheets and tracking tools built on the premise of 10 blue links. It was a world where agencies could literally sell certainty, stable keyword positions, and repeatable tactics. But look at the new AI reality. Search engines are moving entirely away from simple information retrieval and toward answer synthesis. Google is literally taking the web, compressing it into probabilistic answers, and keeping users on its own platform for much longer. The old machine is completely broken.
And that fundamental shift brings us to Section 2, from keywords to prompts. The very foundational unit of search has completely transformed.
In the old search economy, a user might have just typed a broad keyword, like, I don't know, boxing gloves. That ambiguity was an entire business model. You built a page, you got some links, and you tried to rank for it. But today, users ask incredibly complex, conversational questions. Consider a user asking for the best 14-ounce Velcro boxing gloves for beginner sparring, mentioning they have weak wrists and a strict budget of 80 pounds. This brilliantly illustrates the death of the broad keyword. I mean, look at what's packed into that single query. You've got intent, constraint, physical limitations, use cases, and budget preferences, all rolled into one. You simply cannot build a specific web page for every meaningful variation of a prompt like this. It's impossible.
Which naturally leads us into Section 3, why AI is different. We're going to look at exactly why it's practically impossible to reverse engineer these complex systems. So, when someone online claims they've magically cracked Gemini's re-ranking factors using a spreadsheet and a couple of screenshots, think about all the invisible layers of AI search happening behind the scenes. You don't know the original prompt. You don't know how the machine rewrote that prompt. You don't know the retrieval set used, the specific passages extracted, the user's highly specific context, the evaluation layer sitting on top of it, or even the model version that generated the response. There is no secret recipe waiting to be decoded. To claim otherwise isn't analysis, it's pure theater.
The absolute most crucial takeaway here is this. AI search is probabilistic, contextual, and inherently unstable. Because answers are synthesized through all those invisible layers we just talked about, there is simply no clean, universal, trackable ranking position sitting there waiting for you to optimize.
Now, I know that might sound a little bleak, but let's pivot to Section 4, the reality of GEO. It's time to reveal what actually works in this new ecosystem. And that stands for Generative Engine Optimization, or GEO. Let's be crystal clear here. GEO is not just SEO wearing a fake mustache. It is not about finding a new technical hack or cramming AI prompts into your blog posts. GEO is digital brand marketing under AI conditions. It's the hard, vital work of reputation signaling and making your brand's proposition totally undeniable across the entire internet. Now, you might be sitting there thinking, oh, okay, so we just need more EEAT, expertise, experience, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. Well, EEAT is a great concept, absolutely, but it is not a positioning strategy. Actually, scratch that. Just saying we need to be better completely avoids the actual hard work of business strategy. Strategy requires making distinct, difficult choices. Who are you targeting? What exactly are you trying to be known for? And against which competitors?
So, what does a true AI visibility system actually look like? Well, surprise, surprise, it looks remarkably like a traditional, proper marketing checklist. To get AI to recommend you, you need clear positioning, digital PR, publisher coverage, massive social proof, influencer mentions, third-party mentions, and highly consistent category language. The job is to make sure the internet contains enough clear, credible evidence about your brand for both machines and people to understand exactly why you matter. I know this makes some technical SEOs uncomfortable because it can't be reduced to a simple browser extension checklist, but it's the truth. It is traditional, proper marketing.
Let's explore the underlying mechanics of all this in Section 5, Networks and Brand Visibility. Instead of chasing shiny new AI algorithms, we need to understand how information actually flows online. Drawing on the recommended readings of experts like Jun Wu and Albert Laszlo Barabazi, we see that the internet is essentially a giant, messy network of language and links. It relies on mathematical concepts like preferential attachment and connected nodes. The practical application for your brand, it's simple but profound. Being mentioned by already visible entities matters. Connecting to trusted hubs matters. Your visibility compounds over time. Reducing ambiguity and becoming a repeatedly recognized node in this network, well, that is the actual game you're playing.
And that brings us to Section 6, the future search marketer. How can SEO professionals survive and actually become more valuable?
The answer lies in completely changing their mindset. The obsolete algorithm chaser is basically a ranking factor fantasist, constantly hunting for secret levers that simply no longer exist. But the true search marketer? They are incredibly valuable. This person acts as the vital connective tissue between channels. They sit in the data, they monitor brand search, they track the impact of PR and social media, and they tell the marketing team what is actually happening across Google, Perplexity, ChatGPT, and beyond.
This shift isn't just important, it's absolutely urgent. Right now, marketing budgets are getting slashed, algorithms are strangling organic reach, and AI systems are answering questions before users even click on anything. At exactly this moment, brands desperately need clear propositions and direct consumer demand, not another technical rabbit hole to fall down. The reality is this: brands need more marketing, not more SEO theater.
Which leaves us with this final, incredibly powerful question to ask yourself, and really to ask your whole team. Are you chasing a fictional AI ranking throne, or are you doing the hard work of building a brand that the market, the web, and the machines simply cannot ignore? Stop buying into the nonsense of hidden levers and start doing the real work of becoming visible, credible, and chosen. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer. I hope it gave you some much-needed clarity, and I'll see you next time.